Hey, ladies and gentlemen, yes, the millions and millions of people that are enjoying this show. Okay, that's enough. I don't want to get overdrawn. We got only an hour left, and we got to get the hell out of here quick, because we got to be like bandits and thieves. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Hector Bosa. I am the hardest, baddest, sexiest man on cable access TV, and if you don't like it, too damn bad. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm here for you guys. There's a great show today. I'm going to let people introduce themselves, and people are going to learn how to use the damn cameras. I don't know what the hell's going on, but that's okay. This is behind the scenes. And ladies and gentlemen, I'm here for you guys. If you want to be on the show, check me out on Facebook at Hector Bosa on Facebook. Also, I'm on Twitter. I think I'm on Hector Bosa on Mr. Home Invaders. No, Hector Bosa. Check me out on Twitter, too. Check me also out at the Home Invaders VarietyShow.com. I'd like to thank the following people. Again, Brian, Christine, Miriam, and Kenny and Rosanna. I'd like to thank them because this is a volunteer show, and this takes a lot of work to do. Okay, and I also like to thank the people that come here. So, and especially when they talk loud, and I can hear them. Right, Christine? Exactly. I can hear you. And this is lovely when the scenes are in the back and you don't hear what's happening. I do. It's very disturbing sometimes, but that's okay as long as they're not talking about sex or something. But that's okay. So, ladies and gentlemen, we have two great guests. So you can give me a wide shot so they let them see that we are having a great time today. So without further ado, with nice slow back that we saw, we have two beautiful women, and we're going to show more beautiful women for you. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to let them introduce themselves. Why you first? Because I don't know your name. So go ahead. Introduce yourself, please.
Hi, my name is Alana Rosa. I am the editor-in-chief of Le Statement magazine, as well as a model between New York and Philly, and hopefully throughout the world soon.
And hopefully I'll be on the magazine. Now you.
Hi, I'm Emilie Jerard, and
Yes.
I'm a fashion designer and a costume designer, and I've been in the industry about 12 years now.
See that? And I tell you, when I deliver, ladies and gentlemen. It's fun trying to get people on this show. It's really wonderful. And they're still talking. But anyway, thank you for the headroom. I wanted to say that it is a great time here. And now let me ask you.
Sure.
How long have you been in the business now? Let's start with you for a moment.
I've been in the industry for about 5 years now.
Okay.
I've done everything from event decor to walking the catwalk at New York Fashion Week and other associated events. And I just consider myself like a Jill of trades.
Yo, oh, yeah, because you can't say Jack.
Nope.
That's a damn good game, too. You can't say Jack. But good drink,
Gotta
too.
put a spin on it.
Yeah. Got to take a drink of it. No.
Invisible drinks.
Yeah, they're not invisible. Trust me when I tell you. Yeah, but what made you start the magazine?
I was in college and I was getting ready to graduate, and I had three options. I had a really long dry ass paper. I had a film, and there's so many things that you could film about, and I didn't have the patience to kind of pick one.
Right.
So I knew I wanted to write, but I had to be entertaining and something that's fulfilling a void.
Right.
So really the magazine came about because I love the arts, and ever since I was a kid, I've done greeting cards. I used to decorate the hallways for people in my community, do flyers. So I was like, hey, let me do a multimedia kind of book, which turns into a magazine. And later on, just through my love of modeling, I got connected with all these people and give me great stories. And I look forward to publishing more,
Good.
including your great story.
I don't think that you got that many pages from my great story.
Not ready.
And
Not ready.
no, my book is as big as the Bible or more. You know,
Sheesh.
I got a lot of pages, but no, I can cut it down. I can edit it down. That's no problem. Emily, it's great to see you again.
I know, it's great to
It's
be
been a
back. I've
while.
missed you.
Yes, I missed you too. It's been so long. Oh, thank you. That was fun. Anyway, Emily, you've been in the business for 12 years. Why?
Well,
That's a good question. Why?
I love it, and
Yeah.
I took a little sabbatical.
Yes.
The last time I did anything major was 2013,
Right.
which was my New York Fashion Week event. And I took a break from the industry because I wanted to know, first of all, I needed some time for myself and to
Right.
refocus.
Right.
And then I realized that I really loved it. And I really wanted to do it for the art
Right.
and for what I was putting out there. So I kind of stripped everything back and said, Emilie Jerard had to go back to the basics.
Right.
And that's what I brought with me today was like a basic, and then I'm going to move up. You know, to the vision and the stuff that I was doing before and putting it out there for everybody to see and to get. And for you to be a big designer, you have to start somewhere and start from 1
Right.
to go to 10. And I
Yeah,
felt
I
I
got
was
you.
already like at 10, and I'm
Yeah.
like, wait a minute, right?
Right.
Right? So
I got
that's
you.
where I'm at right now.
I'm always a 10. 10,
Ooh.
10. Hey, ooh. Ooh, baby. Hey, but I know that you have some photos.
Yeah.
Let's
do.
check out some of her photos, please. And we'll talk about it. Oh, that's you modeling.
Yes, so that's one of my favorite shots of me. Y'all gonna hate me for this, but I actually took this shot in Trump Tower on Fifth Avenue.
Ah, that's all right. Everybody makes mistakes.
But it's one of the most beautiful places in Manhattan.
Exactly.
I mean, Trump, you did a good job on that.
Yeah.
I mean, I hope you make the rest of America as beautiful
Yeah.
as you made that place. But
Yeah. Hey, the word is hope, ladies and gentlemen.
hope.
But it looks like a train wreck right now. But,
But-
when you take your pictures, as long as it's good, But what's the other picture? I know.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
Yes, so the other picture, that's me on the right.
Yeah.
And that's a fellow model of mine named Tia, and an artist named Silence the Dawn. And I actually was at a video shoot for
Right.
him in Dumbo, and the designer's name is None Illa, and that's one of my main designers that I model for, and we do shows around the tri-state, and I'm happy to represent her brand, which is for her son, who basically was killed by a reckless bus driver, and so it's more of a memorial for him. And just
Yeah.
she makes a lot of clothing that caters to curvy women, so that's one thing I do love about it.
Yeah. What else do we have? Boy, you look. Did you drink that day? No.
So that was actually my 1-year anniversary party for Le Statement magazine. You see, those are the promo flyers and a copy of the magazine that was out at the time, and that's one of my big supporters and partners named Trey of Love and Fashion Entertainment.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, a lot of people came out, and it really made me feel accomplished, because it's great to see people support what you do,
Yes.
especially when you're only a year in or so.
Yeah.
So
Right. And it takes a lot. It takes a lot of energy to do that. But any more pictures? That we have?
and the second photo is from the party as well, and that's actually one of my interviewees named EJ the DJ, and he's from the Bronx.
That sounds simple.
Yes, and I had the great pleasure of getting to interview him, and he's very supportive, him and his team, and I had a great night that night, and everybody else did too.
Yeah, I'm sure they did. And it would have been better if I was there, but go ahead.
So aside of the magazine,
Right.
I also get commissioned to do other projects such as photography. Sometimes I come and attend different galas. And so this is actually a photo of two of my mentors, Lele and Kim.
Right.
They are from the company named 15 Dynasty from the Bronx in Mount Vernon.
Right.
And we were at the Mount Vernon Chamber of Commerce Christmas Gala. And so I thought that would be a nice
All
photo
right,
to show
yeah.
some of my photography skills.
Cool. Great shot.
And those are actually two more of my previous mentors who actually got me started in the game, from event planning. Renee Plummer Brown and Kanae Reed, they both have two wonderful event planning companies, and they're awesome. And I learned from them, so they're great. I'm great.
Oh, good. That good. All right, we're back. Thank you for the photos, by the way. That was a great story.
That was.
I got to ask you, when you do, when you work on your magazine, okay, when you interview people, do you do homework?
Yes, I do. I definitely research them. First, what draws me to them?
Right.
Maybe a photo, maybe a story, maybe a recommendation from a friend,
Right.
and then I pursue it further. I mean, I don't become like an internet stalker or anything,
Right.
but I have to find what makes them marketable and what's their statement.
Oh, I can't
So-
wait for the next question I'm going to ask you. You better wait for this one.
So the whole premise of Lay Statement magazine is the statement. What is your statement? What makes you special?
I'm looking forward for that interview that you're going to interview me on. I can't wait for those questions.
Yeah, and what makes you unique? What stands
what
out?
what makes me tick?
That could be part of it too.
Here,
I mean,
right
I hope
here. Right here. This is what makes me tick right here. Yeah, exactly. And Emily,
Rum and Coke.
Yeah. And whatever else I put in there, that's for damn sure. It's like a zombie, baby.
For sure.
Yeah, I'm oozing machismo and alcohol at the same time. I'm surprised you're not intoxicated. But it's a great time that you have the energy to be a model, and now do people come to you most of the time, or do you go to them?
it's 50-50 because I still have to build my brand presence no matter how successful I be.
Right.
So I don't feel shy about reaching out to people because if you want something done, you got to go get it.
Yeah.
So if you're not coming to me, I'm coming to you.
Good. I'm glad that you're gonna come to me.
I did. I came
that's
all the
right.
way here.
That's right.
It was a journey, but I made it.
That's right. I'm glad you're gonna come for me even more because when you interview me, for those dirty-minded people you are. Oh God. Anyway, Emily, let's get back to you for a minute because we have a fashion today.
Yes,
Also
I'm
for
gonna show some stuff
We're
today.
gonna show some stuff.
Yeah, I have a new athletic. I have a new athletic line.
Watch how you say that. 'Cause people are not gonna interpret because they know that I'm the hottest, best, sexy man in cable, and they know what comes out of people.
You are.
Yeah, yes, I am. Didn't you know that? It says it on my shirt. But we're gonna have a fashion show, right?
Yep, I'm gonna be showing my athletic line.
Athletic line.
Yeah, it's called the Emilie Jerard signature line.
And why the athletic line?
Okay, I started an athletic line because I feel it's really accessible to
Right.
everyone. And I know when I was doing my kickboxing, I found the athletic clothes really boring.
Right.
And I was like looking around, doing my punches and thinking, what can I bring to, women who are going to the gym?
Right.
And put my own, like Emily,
spin
my
on
own
it.
spin on
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
And this is what I came up. And you know what? I feel that you could rock it to the gym, put a blazer on it, wear some beautiful shoes, and take it to a happy hour or to, a work function. So I wanted to be able to be converted from gym clothes to clothes that you could wear out.
Oh, okay. Now I'm gonna ask. This is gonna be fun because I'm gonna let please ask a question. You're an interview. Ask a question. Go ahead.
Sure.
Go ahead.
Sure thing.
Go ahead.
Put you on the spot.
Yeah, put you on the spot. Go
But
ahead.
that's the true test of somebody. If you
Yes.
can get on them
like I do because I do no research. I have to tell you, I do no damn research at all, and it's tough because, well, I'll let you.
Why are you blowing yourself up?
No. You know what it is? It's hard to get guests sometimes because they'll give you the minimal information, and then you're trying to find out. Okay, when they're not big people, you have to make them big, and it's nice to fulfill people's dreams because this is where it starts sometimes.
Yeah.
Cable access and so forth. People foo on it.
Yeah.
But you got to learn somewhere, and you got to start somewhere. Whether it's YouTube, and Facebook, Twitter, whatever. As long as your face is out there, sometimes being here is the best spot to be because you can make your mistakes here, or you can even blow up the place.
Yep. Yep.
You know, so that's all I'm saying. So sometimes it's hard to get people here and to get information, especially when they're starting off, when they're just starting off. So, see, I actually make sense.
Yeah.
Okay. So you know what? You know what? We have a fashion show.
Yes, we do.
We have a fashion show coming up. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be huge, and that's it. I'm sorry. I hope you don't find me. Hey, please talk about me. Okay, because we have a fashion show coming up.
Yes, we do.
And it's gonna be great. And now let's start with the fashion show coming up now. Who's the first guest?
All right.
Who's the
My
model?
first model is going to be Valerie, and Valerie is modeling my EJ signature line. I have crop tops, leggings, yoga pants, and it's all about some sass and some class.
And some ass. It's okay, Valerie. It's all right. You know, I'll talk to you later.
The clothes are able to transition from workout clothes. You put, a nice cool shirt on that. You put a blazer on that.
Right.
You put some heels on that, and you're ready to take that to a club, a
Yeah.
party, a happy hour.
Yeah. Women can get away with a lot. Men can't. I'm telling you.
Right.
But that's a nice get up. Okay.
Thanks so much,
Thank
Valerie.
you, Rob. See you soon. Woo. Next.
Next is the beautiful Luba
Luba.
and my mini skirt
Ooh.
and my Emilie Jerard Rose shirt. A little rocker, a real punk.
Punk. Wow.
Real street.
Nice
Got that
tab.
street look.
Yeah.
You could also wear the skirt with leggings on top if you want.
Yeah.
And do that look.
Yeah.
So
Oh, you like it too?
I do.
All right. Good.
It fits really well.
Even better. Good. I'm
Thanks
glad
so
you
much.
like it.
Thanks so
Yeah,
much,
that
Luba.
shirt, I mean,
All
Rose,
right.
World of
Luba.
Alana Rosa.
Yeah.
It
It fits in. Go ahead. Next.
Next is Shawn, and she will be showing my Emilie Jerard Plus line. I have all of the clothes you see from XL all the way up to 2XL.
Right.
So all my ladies could be rocking their Emilie Jerard skirts and mini skirts and dresses.
That's right.
And they're super warm, and the quality is like one of the best. And that's what I want. I want clothes to be able to be washed and worn
Right.
and wear it the next day and it'll last. And that's really important for my Emilie Jerard.
And that was great. Well, we're gonna have more coming up.
Yes,
We're gonna
yes.
have more coming
We're
up.
gonna have a
So
round two.
Yeah, we're gonna have a round two. I'm looking forward to that. I'm looking because I told you I bring all the ladies. I was gonna say that. No, I'm not going to say that. I just know how to make money. with
So
my body.
remember earlier when you
Yes.
asked me if I had a question?
Yes.
So my question to you, Emily, is how important is the fabric when picking it out, especially for you say like the athletic line? And I see that you had both like the leggings on top, and then you had the shirt and the sweatshirt, the zip.
Yeah, the hoodie. Yeah.
So how important is the fabric when you're picking it?
It's really
You
important.
stole my question.
It's
You
really
stole my
important.
question. That's okay. No, that's okay. That's
A
okay.
lot of some of the other lines, what happens is that they had a problem with the showing of the panty line, and the fabric is not basically thick enough, right, when they're making certain athletic clothes. So I make sure that the fabric is breathable, and I make sure that the quality of the hoodie is you're warm, and I want a cozy, warm feel, and
Right.
that's really important to me. Just picking the products that you want that's going to give you the best outcome, because we have a motto. Well, I have a motto: crap in, crap out.
Right.
So if you start with something that's good, it has a good hand.
Right.
You can wash it, the print won't fade. Then
Right.
it's like I'm gonna take it all the way through, and that's where I'm gonna make my stuff
All
from.
right. Cool.
And I think that's what smaller lines have that the bigger boys don't have.
You know what?
is that.
And the funny thing is, the industry's starting to get with every size now, which
Yeah.
is great.
Yep, it's
Because
important.
it's not before. It used to be, this thin where you had it. Now that I hope that never comes back, the rib thing again. Even though that's starting to come back a little bit.
Yeah,
the
yeah.
ribs show the ribs now. I mean, come on.
Yeah, in France they just passed a bill saying
Yeah.
that they have to show
Exactly.
a doctor's notification if the model appears to be too slim. They have to show that their weight is proportional to
Yeah,
their height.
they have to be
they're not
healthy.
doing it on purpose. It's more like
Yeah, they said
they're
like
not anemic.
They said like no, anemic. That's
sorry.
what you mean.
Sorry.
Anorexic.
Yeah, anorexic.
But
Thank
they
you.
said about
I-
80%
but
of the
I'm
models,
anemic.
and not even models, just young women that are in France, about 80% of them suffer from anorexia because of those ideals.
Exactly. So we got to get with it.
Yeah, it's important.
And
It's
also
important.
with the clothes too, they have to show support, and a lot of these clotheslines do not show support at all. Whether it's the bust line, whether as you said the panty line, because that'll crotch up, or here too. And you know, I'm talking to myself. I'm starting to get tired. But you know what? We actually have a video of yours.
Yeah.
We have a nice
My
video that I'm
wanna see
hoping
it?
that it is, or is it one of those? Is it a clean
it
video? or
is
dirty video?
the pilot of my reality show.
Ah, all
Oh,
right. What am I
reality
in
show.
it? What-
Well, hey, you know what? Write me a letter or something that you want created.
do I have to write a letter?
You do.
But I'm here now.
But if you write I have to put you through the process, but I
What
give you
process?
preference. Wink, wink,
Oh,
wink.
okay,
wink.
okay, yeah. That's right.
Yeah, you
So
gotta
let's-
come correct or not at all.
Now let's go to a video.
I've narrowed it down to these two prospective interns. So I have Mike and I have Grace. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna set up a challenge where I'm gonna make an Alice in Wonderland dress, the Queen of Hearts, and I'm gonna have them design it. And whoever the best designer of the dress, that's gonna be my assistant.
My name is Jay Ash. I'm from New Jersey, also from the UK at times. I've come to New Jersey with grips of working for a young Emily.
I went to Rutgers University. I have a bachelor's degree in fine arts, painting and sculpture. When it popped into my head that maybe I should try fashion, because fashion is another form of sculpture.
And she's quite amazing. Wasn't happy how the floor plans were exactly because it was a little messy in there, but I understand for the design studio that it has to be.
I saw an exhibition on Alexander McQueen and some of his pieces at the Metropolitan Museum, and I said, you know, this is something else. It has to do with body work, it's building, it's pulling out personality traits.
But I have to say, I am blown away by her work.
I hope that Emilie and I can learn from each other, maybe build off each other, maybe look forward to the whole process.
Her work is truly amazing. Not as good as mine, of course, but she does quite a good job, I have to say.
Hi, how you doing? So you guys know why you're here. Okay. So out of everybody that I've gotten resumes and lookbooks and everything, you two were the top two interns. Okay, so I just wanted to talk to you a little bit today and figure out a little bit about your personalities, the reason why you want to be a designer, why you want to be my assistant. Jay Ash and Grace, well, pleasure meeting you. Thanks for coming.
Thanks.
So, thanks.
When I first met Grace, she was amazing. She has everything. She's a great designer. I really, she's a little inexperienced though, but I think with the right teachings and the right type of people around her like myself to help her and to show her the ropes, I think she would be great.
Mike came in and he wanted me to call him Jay Ash. He had an English accent, but it sounded Australian. I don't know what's up with that. But, he's from Jersey. You know they're weird people in Jersey.
Yeah, good luck.
Between your two designs, I'm gonna pick who I wanna choose as my intern.
I feel like just like what I do in my sculptures, that you do the same thing, but just, pulling out people's personalities using a line, color, space, shape, form, composition, the same thing that any other painter or sculptor does. So I just really want that opportunity to learn another form of art, in my opinion.
It starts back to when I was a little boy, growing up in the village, and it's something that I've always felt, and being here in the United States is amazing. I've dreamt about it since I'm a little boy, and to be able to work for someone like you with an impeccable reputation like you do have, and the amount of professionalism you carry is just something that I need to be part of. And
Yeah, not very professional. Yeah, I don't think he has 11 years experience in anything, and I think even his vision is bad. Like, he's lying about that. Those glasses were horrible. That haircut was like Ken doll or something.
we've spoken a couple times, and I think we've gotten along for the most part.
So what I want you guys to do is I'm gonna show you Steph's video, and then you're gonna look at it, you're gonna go back do your rendition of the dress, and then come back and show me what you have, and then I'll come back to you and let you know who I decided to make the dress for, okay?
Hi, I'm Stephanie Jean Keita. This is my friend Diana, wondering who she is. I am videotaping this for Emilie Jerard. I was wondering if you could do a dress for this calendar release that I'm having for Gorgeous and Gory. My situation is I basically have been admiring you for a long time.
I grew up in South America, Uruguay. I don't remember much about it. I remember slight details. It was it's very different down there. I didn't really have a childhood per se, because I was always in either sick at home or in the hospital.
I looked up to you because of everything that you've done in the industry of designing, and would want to meet you one day, and you have made me realize that I'm into everything that you do.
When I was a baby, I was born with a rare disease called PFIC3, and in my country, Uruguay, there was no kind of liver disease or anything of that sort of liver transplants, any kind of organ transplants.
Hopefully one day we can actually meet and you can actually design one of my dresses.
I can't think of anybody else who would really deserve this dress better than she does. She's one of the most selfless people. She has taken care of me when I needed somebody, and I really think that she would deserve to get this more than anybody else I know.
At 19 is when I started getting really sick. I was literally rushed every day to the hospital, and the doctors were like, there's no point of you going back home, so might as well stay here. It was gonna be, I can't forget this, it was a Three Kings Day. That night we got a phone call from the hospital in Mount Sinai, New York, where I got my transplant. And they said, we found the liver. It was a hectic turnaround, like I couldn't believe it. And I was the first person to actually get a transplant that day. This 63-year-old man, from what I was told, from Long Island, he died of a brain aneurysm. His family, if they didn't make that last decision of donating his liver, I wouldn't be right now talking. It was an experience that I went through that I think I would go through it again just to be here. And if I could thank him in any way.
After seeing Stephanie's video, I really felt touched by it. I felt connected to her, and I loved her red hair and her style. It was something that I could relate to because that's how I design, and I felt that she would appreciate any clothes that I made for her. And it felt great to be able to do something nice for her after having her deal with, such a really rough childhood. It was like, out of everybody that I've seen, hers was the most connected I felt with anybody that I had to design anything for.
I was also, the reason why I'm doing this, because my wish is to actually own one of your dresses, because I'm a big fan of you, and I would just basically want to meet you.
I actually have a tattoo about my transplant. It's my parents' names. Those I got afterwards, but my first one, it relates to my transplant. January 7th at 7 o'clock in the morning, 2007 is when I had my transplant. I was the 7th person to get an organ from this one, this organ donor, and everything kind of revolves around this number. I've always been around 7. 2007, January 7th at 7 o'clock in the morning. He was 63 years old. My birth month is July, which is 7. That's another thing that's kind of weird. 777 across my wrist with 63, because that's a number that I'll never forget.
Hi, Stephanie. How are you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Good.
Stephanie, Emilie, yes.
Yes, I'm Emilie Jerard. Welcome to my design studio. I really loved your video. It was awesome. And everybody, out of all the people that I saw, I really was touched by everything that you had to say. And the fact that you loved my designs, I want to say thank you so much.
I want to thank you, though, for picking my video.
Yeah, so your dress.
Yes.
So do you have anything in mind on what you want it to look like? What things you want to show off on your body?
Well, I'm a very curvy girl, so.
Yeah, I see
and
that.
I do like to wear heels,
Okay, so you
I
want-
want like something long, possibly, maybe long sleeves or maybe.
That was a great video, ladies and gentlemen, and we're back. That was great, and the only problem was I wasn't in it, but it was funny. How did you come up with the concept of it?
Well, I know costuming and actually couture clothes are really expensive. So what I decided to do was anyone who wanted an outfit from me wrote me a letter about a story about whatever, for whatever reason, for whatever event, your prom, you're going to a costume party in LA, whatever the case. And then I would pick a letter and I would design that costume for free for the person.
Okay.
And I was picking an assistant at the time, and I made that a way for me to pick the assistant. So if their vision and my vision matched, I know that would work well together, and that would be a great assistant.
I'm looking to match up with these to see if my vision and your vision and your vision too match up with
matches
my
up,
vision.
right?
Because it's great to have a threesome. I'm telling you, it really is great. But I always get a laugh on that one for some strange reason. But I don't know why. I'm good at it, really. But I know you. Do you have another question?
I do.
And before we go back to before we go to faction.
So the video of your pilot was amazing. Do you plan on continuing it, or was it just kind of a one-time thing to see what you can do and kind of create?
No.
Boy, you read my mind. Yeah, we're like this. We're like this. We're like this. Yeah.
I do want to continue it, and I feel that there's a positivity to it, and it's something where that's something that I want to do, and I love that. It's the positivity and the positive energy, and also helping someone out, and I really believe that. And fashion is a powerful tool to do that. You could change a person's whole attitude, with clothes.
It is.
Yeah, with clothes, not only clothes, music.
Yep.
A clean apartment. So those women that want to help me clean my apartment, trust me, I'll give you the times of your lives. But I'm not cheap. I don't come cheap. It takes more.
Fashion doesn't come cheap.
That's right.
No, it doesn't.
No, actually it does, because it all depends because where you buy it. But if you just want to look good and the quality, you can get that anywhere.
Yeah.
You can go to Salvation Army as long as you look good, or even your brand and other people's brand, because they make it cost effective.
Yeah.
Which
it's
is good
reasonable.
too.
Yeah, my cost is not out of this world.
Right.
Yeah.
But the thing with that is, with yours and other people, is that as long as you look good and you feel good about yourself, that's what.
And it's feeling good.
Oh, I love to feel good.
When I'm designing it, I like designing it, and I'm happy, and I'm very passionate about that. And I believe it carries on. It really does.
It does. It's your personal statement to the world.
Yeah.
Yes.
And that's a little bit about what my magazine about.
Exactly.
Liz statement.
Yeah,
your
exactly.
personal statement and your notice to the world. And so like when you say about your charity, giving people their outfit based on whatever their situation is, and you find compassion in your heart, that's them fulfilling their statement and saying, this is what I wish to be, and you're helping me achieve that.
Yes.
So we're ready for the world. Yeah. Woo! All right, so we're going to start the other fashion show coming up. We have another show.
Yeah,
we have another runway.
Yes, we do. Just to show more stuff in the line.
I can't wait.
More.
I can't wait for more. Yeah, gotta have it. And you guys want to see my stuff, but sometimes that's private. But you know what? So let's start. Let's start doing it.
All right. So this is round 2.
Round 2 coming up.
So we have first one down is Valerie.
Hey, Valerie. How you
This is
doing?
my Emily hoodie and my Emily short dress.
Yeah.
Which is nice, really versatile. Same energy, Emilie Jerard signature line. Really comfortable. Like I said, you can rock that with some jewelry, with some heels.
Yeah, or the sneakers that she has.
Yep, the moto jacket. You ready to go. And it's about comfortable and just your style and your love for just being fun and edgy. And
especially with the classic.
With the chucks. Yep.
Yeah.
It's classic, but it's simple.
Yeah,
Like
it's simple.
It fits her well, and she's comfortable. It all goes together.
And she also worked out too. She got nice calves.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Good on her. too.
Thank you so
Very
much,
good on the
Valerie.
workout. Look at her smiling. I know. I look
Work
at
it.
Yeah, work it. Yeah. And next coming up.
Next is Luba, and I got Luba with the long leggings, and underneath the Emilie pullover, same signature line is a red Emilie Jerard shirt.
Yeah. Oh, she gonna put me over too? Okay.
But as you can see, the quality of the fabric comes through. We were talking about the quality. You see it? It's nice. I got a little bit of shine to it. Yeah,
Yeah.
a little shine to it. And it's not loose. There's some pull on the fabric.
Right.
So it acts a little bit almost like a pantyhose feel, where it's not gonna make
Yeah.
your lines look a little bit more flattering.
Right.
Natural pull.
Exactly.
And
exactly.
it also points out your figures.
Yeah.
It hides your figures, but it shows
Yeah.
your figures.
So I like
Yeah.
fabric definitely with some body in it. I like it too.
I like it too.
And then last but not least is Shawn
There you go.
with
Go
my
ahead.
Emilie Jerard
Ooh.
tote bag.
Oh,
You put your
okay.
yep,
Statement.
yep.
Uh-oh.
And
Here we
of
go.
course, not to be my
Oh,
Emilie
no.
Jerard
See,
mug,
hold on.
coffee
Oh,
mug.
man. I used to have a Pem cup.
And I have to
Around
say,
with
I love a mug. I'm a mug collector.
Yeah.
I love mugs. I go to different countries, I collect mugs, so I have to have an Emilie Jerard mug.
it. When I go to countries, I collect everything else. I haven't had any diseases yet. Yeah.
Champagne, flutes, and I just need a cup that
Yeah.
goes into whatever
Yep.
else is in it. It doesn't matter after that. as long as it's the cup.
Exactly. So, you know what? We have coming up next a video, and then we're going to go to Film Talk, and then we're going to come back and talk some more. So that's all we do is talk. You know, meow, 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 talk, talk, talk. And so without further ado, one of my favorite phrases, let's go to the video.
Pay too much money for the last vid, so this is just me dancing. Sped up like Charlie Chaplin, we got squiggles like John Madden. Boom! I can even make a chalk drawing sexy. I'm a knight and shining booty slayer. Was that line sketchy? And down your mountains I will slalom. Boobies. Now it's straight Bob Rossing. Clowns. Happy trees with splotching. Who is that booty calling? Now we are truly ballin', no, not that kind of ballin'. Julio, what are you drawing? Your artistic skills have fallen down. Jump, cut the dancing so I don't have to memorize it. Come to planet Mars, you can help me colonize it. So much freaking talent, you don't care at all. Man, I'm dressed up like Beetlejuice. Whether you're black, green, or white, snowflake or from the far right, the only artist you all like, everyone likes. Grandmas and dogs and little tykes say Bruno's tight. Whether James Brown, Prince, or Mike, I'm the world's best sound alike. Only had access to 3 lights, but this looks nice. Draw something that gives me more height. That's about right. I got them fans in every demo. Who hates me that you know? No one. Mars always gets yeses. Why would I get a Bruno? Are you loco? I'll play every Super Bowl until I'm 63. I'm played at weddings of every ethnicity. Here's to shady ladies. Clever. So many lines, it's crazy. If they were on a mirror, you'd think it was the 80s. Drawing me, drawing you. Is that me? You can't see. Can we erase? Yes. You're too creepy. Bye bye. Oh, Leo, why did I make you my animator? Wouldn't put these pics on my refrigerator. Julio, stop drawing all this great poop on me. After this, I'm firing you. Let me groove on this white psych. Don't put my head in a vice. My lyrics are a little trite, but I'm the shite. Julio just drew some crab lace, and yes, they bite. J-Man, I'm sorry, alright. Let's just be friends again, psych. I'm the one that everyone likes. You no one likes. I just made sweet love to your wife. You're now ex-wife. And now it's getting emotional time. In the rain singing, making pain faces. It's like that part in Shawshank Redemption after in decline. Climb through the shit pipe. Wait a second, the water is rising. Don't let me drown in you too. One last favor, draw me a lifesaver.
designers.
That was a great video, ladies and gentlemen, from the Key of Awesome. So thank you again, Key of Awesome, for letting me use that video. And this is Film Talk, another one of my great talents that I know, right? And I have the great and wonderful, the madam herself, Miss
Well,
M.
that type of a buildup. I wish I
Yes,
could do
exactly.
like somersaults or something like
The
that.
writer, the TV producer, Miriam Silver, ladies
my
and
God.
gentlemen. That's a big buildup.
Really?
I'll even give you a clap on that. Yeah, there you go. Hey. So, Miriam, what are we talking about today?
Well, in honor of having
design show today.
yeah, a design show on
Yes,
fashion, I
yes.
thought we should look at fashion in the movies, and what better person to look at but than Audrey Hepburn?
Oh, cool.
And so in the Audrey and Givenchy were like paired together to create the style that she was known for. She became an icon in Hollywood for the type of wardrobe that she wore on and off the movie set. And she was drawn to Givenchy back in '53, I think it was, when she was about to do the movie Sabrina, because she was going to be playing a role where she was going to go to Paris, become sophisticated, come back, and her whole persona was different. So when she came back, she was wearing Parisian design. So she went to Givenchy in Paris just so that she can get Parisian designs to wear in the movie. At that time, the movie, we can go over to the Sabrina cut right
next
now.
picture, please.
Sabrina was directed by Billy Wilder, and he had Edith Head as costume designer on the movie, but when he told her that Audrey was going to be bringing in some costumes from Paris, she was a little miffed because she thought she was going to be able to do all the designs herself for Audrey Hepburn for the movie.
The lady.
Yes, Edith Head.
Edith Head thought that she was going to do
Yes,
the whole
exactly,
the whole
as she was
shebang.
told, but got changed.
But she was famous in the fashion industry.
Oh, she
before.
was. She was.
famous,
Yes,
yeah.
absolutely. Givenchy was pretty new at the time. He was doing his fourth collection when Audrey went to meet him in Paris. But he had a little time to show her some samples from the previous season, which she ended up using in Sabrina and some other movies. And as you can see, a lot of the elements that became Givenchy's style, like the black dress, the flowing beautiful materials, the elegance, the sophistication, that basically became Audrey's trademark. And I think he sort of used her as a muse also, as she was getting more famous and he was getting more famous. I think in a way they were sort of like growing together.
Yeah.
And they became very good friends.
Because once you have a collaboration like that,
Yes,
you really want
absolutely.
it to stick.
And she even said that she loved his clothing, that she even wore it personally outside off the set because she felt it was simple designs and made her feel good, and they were easy to work with, easy to move with, so she loved it.
Yeah.
So the only drawback to after the movie was done was when Edith Head went to accept a costume design award for the movie,
Right.
she didn't give Givenchy any credit. So after that, Audrey Hepburn requested that any movie that she was working with Givenchy, she made sure that he got credit.
Right.
Because, his work was just unbelievable, especially at that time. And these were in the 50s. So the next movie he collaborated on was Funny Face, and that's the next set of...
No, Funny Face. That
Funny
was a good,
Face was
that
a
good movie.
Did
That
you
was a
see
good
it?
movie. Yeah.
Oh,
that
you
was
didn't
a
see
good
the
movie.
trailer? Okay, great.
Yeah, I didn't see the trailer. I
Okay,
actually
great.
saw the movie.
Wonderful movie. It sort of gave you a humorous look at the fashion industry behind the scenes. Fred Astaire plays Dick Avery, which was supposed to be a look at Richard Avedon's career in a way, sort of kind of look at his photography work,
Right.
use some of his photographic style in the movie.
Right.
Again, Givenchy, his designs became like the centerpiece of the movie because everything was just absolutely beautiful, and you saw how Audrey was able to lend her polish to every one of the styles, her movements, her, just the way she walked in it, the way she moved in it, how she took the photographs that were taken. A lot of these photographs were actually redone Richard Avedon's photographs were redone just for the movie itself, for Audrey Hepburn. So you got to see his style as well. So that was a really magnificent movie. It was fantastic to see that. And you got to see Parisian locations back in the 50s, which is fantastic to see.
Yeah, that was fantastic.
I always love watching movies in the 50s because you got to see early New York City, early Paris, early Italy, you know, all from like all those decades ago. It's really fantastic.
And even back then, it was so simple, but it was great to be in. It was a simpler time, but it had so much quality.
Yeah, exactly.
And that was the beauty of it. It wasn't cluttered.
Yeah, exactly.
It wasn't cluttered.
And the
like it is
music
now.
always lent itself to whatever location was there. If it was New York, you heard a jazzy background sound.
Right.
If it was Paris, you heard like a Parisian style. You know,
Exactly,
so you knew where you were. So then the next movie was Breakfast at Tiffany's, which is like one of our most famous films.
Yes.
And you saw the little black dress, which he started to create in a contemporary setting because Coco Chanel made the black dress very famous in her day.
Yeah.
So he brought
and that was the picture that really set out. That was the picture that made her.
Yes, and the movie was based on a novella from Truman Capote at the time, and he many people questioned who this Holly Golightly was because they thought everybody in his world thought it might have been this one, that one, that one, because she plays a woman who's very liberated. She just wants to be free, uncommitted.
Strong character. She always played very strong characters.
And very, you know, and she went out with men who gave her gifts and things like that. So it was like a very, I guess, like a iconic figure for that time period, which was also reflected in the 20s as well.
Exactly.
So you saw Coco Chanel with her method of design being moved over to Givenchy in the 50s, and there was a correlation between the two. So, and with Breakfast at Tiffany's, you saw how the little black dress could be worn from going from a dinner at 21 to visiting somebody in Sing Sing. So you saw how that little black dress could be like taken anywhere, and there was just so many beautiful designs, like that pink one on the left. I thought it was absolutely beautiful, and that little coat with the hat. You know, I mean,
but the black one on the right corner, that was the one that was the one that sells.
Yes, that's the. Oh yeah, in fact, they say that back in 2006, that black dress was sold for like 400,000 pounds. That iconic dress, that very dress that Audrey Hepburn had worn, about 400,000 pounds. So it was something that she was known for, that somebody wanted.
Yes,
somebody wanted to have it in their collection.
Don't blame them.
Yeah.
That's an iconic piece.
Yes. So I think her sophistication, her polish, her look became like the main fashion statement of that time period. So that was amazing. So I thought that, you know, talking about her and discussing her look. And her son also came out with a book in recent years on her fashion philosophy.
Right.
And he has supposed to have some really beautiful photographs in there of her the clothing that she wore and how she felt about what clothing actually felt. In fact, she knew exactly the type of clothing to pair up with the characters that she played. It was always perfectly done. She thought it out. She knew exactly what that person's supposed to wear, and even the accessories along with it.
Oh, well, that's great to know, you know. Like I said, when I talk to you, I know about fashion all the time. In class, I fit the show, right?
Okay.
Thank you. You know, that's always good to know. You know that I fit it well and so forth. Thank you. You know that great.
Well, you brought it up and you already answered it.
Well, yeah, I'm always bringing it up. That's the problem. And so you know, now you have any more facts and figures?
Well, that was I didn't want to make it too overwhelming. Oh yeah, well one of the things.
Give him a little more.
One of the things that was really interesting when Audrey Hepburn went to visit Givenchy in Paris in *53, he thought he was meeting Katharine Hepburn. So when she showed up, he was like, who is this person? You know, a surprise.
Yeah, who is she?
And then the fact was, you know, he had to think. Well, and to tell you the truth, Katharine Hepburn had almost the same type of figure. I think.
She had.
They were very svelte, very tall in a way, because Audrey was like 5'7".
Yeah.
I mean, Audrey also had like a ballerina's body because it was very, very slim. But in the back toe neckline became known as the Sabrina neckline because Audrey loved that neckline because she felt that it covered up her small clavicles, but it accentuated her shoulders. So
yeah.
it was a very nice look.
You
in
know,
that time
you know
period.
what I like about this film talk? That I always contribute by just going, yeah, right. Because I'm always learning. You know, I'm always learning. You know, it's a good segment because you bring out, you know, the fashion in me.
And,
But
okay.
it- but
Well,
it-
and
it
well,
is good to
it's
know.
also I love talking about old Hollywood and
Yeah.
the movies from that time period because I just don't want people to forget that it ever existed.
No, it won't.
And
It
I
won't.
feel like as we move forward into our world now, a lot
Yeah.
of young people don't know it ever existed. You know, and I mean, I remember years ago, I have somebody mentioned Elizabeth Taylor, and this young girl said, "Who's Elizabeth Taylor?" And I almost fell apart because I felt like. How could you not know Elizabeth
Yeah,
Taylor?
see
You
that,
know,
it's-
so
yeah.
that frightened me a little
Yeah.
because these are icons. They were in the pioneer world
Right.
of the film industry, and to forget them is horrible.
And that's
you know?
why we try to keep them alive here at the Home Invaders Right Show on Film Talk. So, Miriam, give them your email so we can wrap this up.
My website is mquestmedia.com.
All right. And don't forget to see your show. What time's your show and so far?
Well, Hidden Mystery. Well, they'll be able to see the.
All right.
The internet has all the shows on it.
So, without further ado, let's go to the video.
Hear my name, hear my name. You won't forget my name. You won't forget my name. Who does she think she is? Red. Who do you think you are? Chaz. You wanna know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna get it just like you. Guarantee the style's brand new. Baby, can I talk to you and ask for a second of your time? I know it's been a while, but I wanna share what's on my mind. I've been missing you and hope that you can forget my past. Believe me when I say it's really not that bad. I'm still hoping that I can make you smile, and I know that I compliment your style. So in the meanwhile, it's so nice to see your face, and baby, no one will take your place. Something about the way you make me feel, it feels so good, so good. I want
show we had today. What a threesome am I having right now. And the threesome that left, well, you know why they left. I just finished with them. But, we're having a great time, And to ask you about your magazine for a moment, a statement, and that is, who has been the hardest interview?
Wow. The hardest interview. The harder interviews are the ones that I don't do in person.
Right.
Because when I do interview people, I like to get to know who they are really about, their backstory. And when I don't get a chance to personally interview somebody, it loses its flair a bit. So the interviews aren't necessarily hard. They're just not as fun.
Right.
Some of them.
Or it's like pulling teeth.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
Because you have some people that just don't open their mouth, or they'll give you
there's-
one word answers.
Yes, there's a lot of naturally dry people, but I try to get them comfortable enough so that they will open up, at least to a certain extent.
Don't worry, just wear a miniskirt and we'll be fine. And Emily, where are you going from here? Where are you going from here?
Well, I'm going to just continue to build my brand
Right.
and let people know that I'm out there.
Yeah.
And to follow me on social media.
Yeah, and look, and I'm so good that I actually get a hoodie.
You get one to take
See,
home.
look,
sure.
Yay, I get the hoodie.
Yeah, gotta
because
take one
I
home.
am the man, the hardest, baddest, sexiest man on cable access TV. You see,
Make it
this
a
is
statement.
this is a statement too. 'Cause you know why? Because I'm gonna be on her show, and I'm gonna be in her magazine, and then I'll be in movies.
He's going to take over.
He's
I'm
gonna
gonna
take over the world.
Oh, Sheila.
There's enough room for all of us.
Yeah.
Enough.
Oh, you're damn right, especially my bed. But you know what? Ladies and gentlemen, again, I want to thank the following people: Brian, Christine, Miriam, Rosanna, Adriano, how you doing for coming, Pat for coming, and the ladies that were here.
Yes.
So,
Yep.
and Guy, I can't forget Guy Cormier. Thank you very much. Kenny Graham. I just want to say that. And also, again, if you want to contact me, it's Hector Bosa at Facebook, Hector Bosa on Twitter, the HomeInvadersRiceShow.com. And also, if people want to contact you,
People can follow me on Facebook, Alana Rosa Edwards, or follow the List Statement magazine, Instagram or Facebook. And you can always buy our magazines on MacLeod.
Yeah, exactly. And you.
And me, you could find me on my website that has
Yeah.
my name on it.
Okay, good place to have your name.
Yes, and you can also find me at social media from Twitter, Snapchat,
Yeah.
Instagram. Everything is under Emilie Jerard. Just
Ah, all
Google.
right. So, you know what? We had a great time, right, guys?
Yes, we
Yes,
did.
we did. Thanks so much, Hector.
Thank you. Until next time.
I'm looking forward to being on her show, magazine. I'm looking forward to seeing what type of great questions she's got lined up for me.
Got it.
Yeah, this is going to be great. So take care. God bless. And don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, always say I love you to the people that you care about, because you never know when they're going to leave you.
That's true.
All right? So take care. Night night. I'm done.